What's up? What's up to the mindset call number 1 today? So if you watch from the recording, take pen and paper out. So like you already heard it a couple of times. You know it from sports or whatever. Mindset is everything. So that's why we're doing the mindset call, and it helps me as well to become better in mindset also, because whenever you teach something, that's what I learned from trading a lot. What's good, DJ? Nice to have you on as well.
What's up?
Hello.
Nice to have you on. So yeah, what I learned is, like, when teaching or telling people things that you learned or got, you learn it a little bit better, and it gets deeper and deeper, because there's one thing that you have to understand. I'm gonna start with a basic, simple concept. So, or I don't know, let me start this differently. What's the mindset that you have right now? Like, because you went to school to go to work. Like, what's the normal mindset that, like, our parents taught us and society taught us?
Work to get a job. Study to get a job.
Study to get a job. That's a good one.
Safe.
Huh?
Because it's safe, they said.
Because we can just write do something safe. That's good. And then, you know what the funny thing is, in school and college and a job, nobody tells you when you did something good. You always get rated on when you did something bad. So always got a check on what you do wrong, because nobody told you, oh yeah, good job. Maybe sometimes it happens, but most of the times you get like mindset like that. Who heard this one? Money is a bad thing.
Yeah.
We all heard it. Like, money is a bad thing. Like, money is the root to all evil.
Yeah.
It's the biggest bullshit that ever got put out there. Maybe you heard this one as well. You're not good enough for that.
Yeah.
Whenever a girl dumped you or whatever, had a bad date, oh yeah, you're not good for me. You know what I mean? So we have that mindset, like, a lot of times, to keep us small, to be humbled. And I'm gonna share, like, my kind of mindset journey. And first of all, you got to understand one thing. This is going to be a funny drawing, but it's by the man himself, Bob Proctor. So this is going to be the human. Let's say it's a body, little arms, and 2 legs. So all of those things. So this is the mind, and this is the subconscious mind. Oh, you're right. There's an S after the C. Always get it mixed up. Let's look it up quick here. Already there. Conch, yeah, with an S, get a C. So here's the thing: we can all hear, smell, taste, touch, and with all of our senses, right? Those are all of our senses. So with our senses, you can let things into your mind. So you can get thoughts into your mind. Or surroundings, when it smells bad or something gives you a bad vibe, it feels not good. You can all let stuff like that into your mind. So what you can note down for sure is we have the ability to think our own thoughts. That's how the mind starts, right? So because of all those things, like, I was always trying to get patted on the back and somebody tell me, yeah, good job. Like, I remember when I got my degree from college, I went to my dad and showed him. He was at the pool, like he has a pool in his garden. So he was cleaning the pool. His girlfriend, I don't like, was there. And I showed him, like, hey, look, Dad, I got my diploma. And he's like, cool, I got one of those too. You know that, like, when you think, like, you want from one person, you want that, oh yeah, good job, I'm proud of you or something. So because I had that relationship, and I still don't really have the best relationship with him, I'm grateful for everything he's done, but emotionally it's a tough relationship. You always had that thinking, you're not, like, I always had that thinking, like, you're not good enough, it doesn't even work out. I was a really pessimistic person. So when I saw this concept the first time, I didn't really think what to do with it. But by time it got more clear and clear. So, you know, you all guys started something new. Nobody in your family, in your friend group did that before. I was like that too. So people told me, yeah, do something safe. It's not going to work. Why are you wasting so much time on calls? What are you even doing with your phone? You know, let's go to party, you know? So people were like doubting and laughing me. So you have two sides to this. And I really love this concept. So you have the negative side and you have a positive side. So let's erase all of that, the negative emotions that we wrote here. So we have the ability to think our own thoughts. So when you start to think negative things, what are feelings you have in your body when some bad thoughts are coming up? You doubt yourself, right? Doubts and you worries. So you got worse. Let's say you got fired from your job, or you spent too much money and now you're worrying that you don't have money. So you think that in your mind. What happens now with the subconscious mind is, think of it as a program that runs your mind and body. Just expand this a little bit or something like that. So that's what the subconscious mind is. You maybe hear the word paradigms sometimes, or you maybe heard it somewhere. So that's basically what this programming your mind is. So whenever you program your active thinking with negative thoughts, it will get anchored in your subconscious mind with fear. And when you have fear, you know how you all feel when you have fear, right? Your body is in stress. So a thought long enough is going to root itself into your subconscious mind, and it's going to affect your actions. It's going to affect the way you walk around. If you're scared, how is a scared person? Sitting there like this, like watching left and right, always like scared something might happen. When they walk like crouched over and stuff like that, not confident. So you act like that and you throw it out. You emit that to the outside world. So this is really important because your whole body starts expressing the fear. And when it starts expressing the fear, by time, if you do that long enough and you are in those negative emotions long enough, your body is depressed. And what most people don't know is they all think you need a therapist to get out of depression and you need medication, stuff like that. But it all starts with a single thought. It's just the thing that you think this thought too long. So when I started the business, I was like super pessimistic. When I dated a girl, I already thought, it's not going to work out. If she didn't answer like for a couple of days, I thought, she got the next one or something like that. Sometimes it happens, but sometimes it was no worry, like worry for nothing. You know what I mean? Or, when I had an exam, I already thought, it's going to be a bad grade. And the funny thing is you attract those things then. But when your body is depressed, what happens on the long run is your body disintegrates. Disintegrates. I think that's how you write it. Or let's just say falls apart because you get sick. Basically, you could die from depression. There's people that did mental suicide. There's stories of people that were thinking so bad that they got mental suicide, like they turned into mental suicide. So when you start this business, you will get all those outside inputs. Or when you start anything new, trading, whatever, you get all those negative thoughts or impressions, but it's your choice to think what you want to think. So what's the counterpart to it? Well, education and growth. Because what happens when you educate yourself, you grow, you learn something new. How you feel when you got new skill? How you feel in your body? You feel happy. So when you educate yourself in growth, and let's say we, positive thoughts and affirmations, like Marvin said yesterday on the call, like affirmations, like the most powerful words we know are I am. We underestimate this. If you say, if you have a negative setback in life, let's say you messed up a trade, and you say, oh, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough. But for the guys that do sports, are you the person that says, I can't do it anymore? Or are you I won't give up? Or are you the person one more? Your mind cannot separate negative from positive. If you say I can't, or I will not give up, in your mind you say I will give up, because your mind doesn't know the difference. Like, it's proven fact, you can read this up, like your mind doesn't know the difference between if you say I cannot do this, or I will not give up. It's the same thing, like if you say something negative. So you should always say, I can, like, I do one more rep, I'm gonna do one more trade, I'm gonna do one more session, I'm gonna do one more book, 10 more pages. So what helped me is when I got into this, I started to think more positive, and I started to notice, I was looking for the points in my life, the moments when I started to think negative, and I caught myself thinking negative and tried to counter it right away with a positive. Because yeah, you could say you failed a test, or you could think, well, I learned this and that out of that. So let's say we have a bad trade. You could say, oh no, I messed up a trade. Texted with Leander today. Said, well, had not so good, so much of a good day, but at least I had one winning trade, and the two other ones I learned. And he said, you know what? Yeah, you didn't lose 2%. You saved 98% of your money. So you can always have a different perspective on it. And when you start thinking positive, how it's going to express in the body is you're going to feel joy, happiness, excitement. There's a lot of good expressions for good feelings, right? There's so many different words. I sometimes have the feeling there's more positive words for feelings than there's negatives, but probably I'm wrong. And then how it's gonna act on your body. So as soon as it's in the subconscious mind and you're always happy, those people, they're always on energy and always happy. It's because they choose to think positive until their own mind is just running on the program of happiness and growth. So
that's me, always happy, boys.
That's good.
You
But
have
you have to not just say I'm happy, but like you have to really believe it. You have to tell yourself it as so many times that you're gonna make it, that's already done, until your mind is programmed on that. Because then what happens is your body is at ease, it's relaxed, it's running on a higher vibration. That's how people feel it from the outside. When somebody's happy and joyous and excited, they walk around like, maybe they're dancing down the street kind of, or they're just like have a nice posture, shoulders up, and just walk confident into a room. Those people that come into a room and it's a whole different vibe. You feel the energy they bring with them. They think like that. They know that they are the lion in the room. They don't care what others think. They know they're bad example. Like, I don't know what you guys think, but Top G, everybody heard of him. There's good and bad things you can say about him, but he's right about the attitude. Like, you got to know that you own it, right? You got to act as if it's already done. Because when your body is at ease, you're at a higher vibration, because everything's in motion. If you take this bottle of water, this plastic, if you look at the microscopic level, all particles in this bottle are moving. So Wood is a good example. It has different levels of vibration. Paper, piece of wood, furniture, whatever, on the floor, tiles, whatever. And you yourself, when you're at motion, it's like you kick a ball and it's on a flat surface, it's going to keep on running. So if your body's on a higher frequency, you attract the same things on the same frequency. So all the bad things, let's say, are on low frequencies. When you are on that same frequency, you're going to attract them because you just think about them, you feel them, and your body shows the world, the universe, that you want them, kind of. And it happens to you. You ever said, when you woke up, and did you guys ever stub your toe on the bed or the door or the table in the morning? Damn, you're like, fuck, what a shitty day already. And did you notice that the rest of your day was as shitty as that? It happens so many times. And it's always like, wow, what a shit day. Yeah, it's because you think shit. You feel you want it. Like, it's a funny thing. You don't want the bad things to happen, but you think about the bad things to happen, so you attract them. And when you're at ease and your body is at ease and you're vibrating higher, what happens is you creation happens. And that's because your body vibrates on a higher frequency. And that's the thing. So whenever somebody's going to tell you now, like, you guys are all in here 1 week. I've been there. My friends told me, don't talk to me about this stuff. Let's get fucked up and let's smoke shisha. And I'm like, nah, I really want to grow in life. And some of them were like, oh, what are you doing there? My best friend, or former best friend, who didn't talk to me for, I don't know, a year or something, because some stupid stuff, like we were not friends anymore. He even texted me like, why are you not following your dreams of becoming a good engineer? And I'm like, who said I wasn't? Still gonna finish my college, still gonna work as an engineer to see what it's like and create something nice, but I want more out of life. I don't want to work 50, 60 years and then have freedom in my pension, because what's freedom when you're old and can't move? So, you counter the negatives from the outside if you yourself try to talk yourself up. Really good book about stuff like that is What to Say When You Speak to Yourself. And I think it's by Dave Carnegie. I don't know if Justin or Leander's in. But if you know, I think it's by Dale Carnegie. But that's a really good book because nobody teaches you how you should speak with yourself. What to say when you talk to yourself, it is. Sorry. It's by Shed Helmstetter. Oh. When you talk to yourself. So whenever you need some good books, you can always ask for that as well. Shed Helmstetter, because the mindset is the key. You will notice this by time when you jump into the markets. Your emotion will get the better of you, and you will feel lost and down sometimes. It's completely normal. We all been there. We all done that. So what is really important is that you always try to look at different perspectives. And when it comes to the laws of vibration, the more you believe and see and feel as if it was already there, the sooner you're going to get to that point. So maybe you heard it somewhere. Some say fake until you make it. You all guys know that, right? That's bullshit, BS. Let's just say BS. Because nobody should fake something. You should feel until you make it. Law of attraction, exactly. But that's the thing. It also works for the negatives. If you think negative, you attract the negative. And feel until you make it is, you all got dreams and goals, right? how would it feel if you would have reached your goal right now? So my goal is to inspire, 10,000s of people and inspire them in front of on the stage. When I think about that, I get the chills. I get back, set back to a moment where I was on stage in front of 1,000 people and I was able to share my story. The first thing I did on stage was not like, yeah, I made it. I said, thank you to the guys that showed me this opportunity. Without you, I wouldn't be here. And I started crying on stage. No jokes. I remember it as if it was yesterday. I was crying on stage, like with tears running down. I'm like, fuck. Now I'm crying in front of 1,000 people. Funny, right? But that's the thing. Like, feel until you make it and be grateful for everything. The negatives, the positives, everything in life. Because we did this for the past week. What are you grateful for today? And I think Mitch said it today. Like, I'm grateful that I woke up today. It could mean like wake up on time, but it's crazy. Some people don't even wake up in the morning. So, even such things we should be grateful for. And, that's gratefulness is a part of success. Because if the more you're grateful for the things you have and the more you feel into your goals, then it will be easier for you to overcome the first month, the first 2 months, the first 3 months, the first half year, the first year, because this will be the time where you're going to get tested the most. Because the water out, you want to be a lion in the jungle, right? You want to be king in the jungle, right? King of the jungle. So that's a lion, right? So why do you keep listening to cows that are standing on the fields or eating grass? That are in a fence that can't get out of the fence because somebody has to bring him to the shed. This is just a picture here to paint for you, but that's how it is. You want to be a lion, you want to be big, you want to inspire people, you want to grow, you want to be self-confident, you want to reach all your goals. But why do we listen to people that never even touch that goal, that are just standing there with the herd of cows and waiting for the farmer to get him in, to get him food, and then the next day they go on the fields again? But you want to run through the jungles, run through the savannah and get a gazelle. The problem is people are obsessed. We're going to write this down. We just heard this. People are so obsessed with getting money, rich, cars, house, travel, but nobody is obsessed with growing. It's crazy, right? Nobody is obsessed with growing. Everybody just is obsessed with the end goal. Everybody's just thinking of the end goal. Yeah, you should feel into your end goal and say to yourself, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm today a chairman, or that I'm a 6-figure funded trader. You should talk to yourself like you're already that person. But you got to know there's a journey to come to that point. So be obsessed with personal growth, and the success will come no matter what. That's just facts. Because if you're focused on the next level, like you have the end goal in mind, you see the end goal, right? You see it on the end of the stairway. But let's say you just hit legs in gym, you can't even walk. You just want to get outside the gym to your car. You see the outside door of the gym already, right? But you focus on one step at a time. And that's the same with personal growth. It's the same with success. Like you can become a chairman here. Any of you guys can become a chairman or a 7-figure trader, like Marvin said yesterday, his friend. Anybody can become that. But you got to know You got to go one step at a time. You got to do the little steps, and life will test you at every step. You guys, I think Leander said the other day with Super Mario, but it's the best example. Bruce Lee said it. There's going to be plateaus in life, and you think you're stuck. Anyone ever had that feeling? Just raise your hand or write into the chat. You know, I've been there. I thought, you know, damn, I can't get to the next level. How can I get to the next level? And the thing is, life will always give you a lesson before you're able to reach the next level. And those lessons can be anyone, anything, any situation, before you're worthy of the next level. So how can we draw the line to trading? Well, let's say you're on the charts all day, and on the impulse scanner, you find 100 trades. They all go into take profit, but you only analyze. You never put them in your phone. First time you take out your phone, you see a trade that looks just like the others you had seen before. And you think, oh yeah, this will be like yesterday. And boom, stop loss it. Next trade again, stop loss it. Next trade again, stop loss it. So you get tested to find out what do I need to learn to become better so that this doesn't happen anymore. And then, you know, next week, maybe 2 weeks later, a month later, you analyze the same trades again. You see them on your phone. You see them on the charts. You put them in your phone, and all of a sudden, boom, take profited, take profited, take profited. And that's how you can draw the line to the trading, because always it's going to be a lesson for before you have the next level. Always. So, for example, I moved to Munich 2 years ago during the pandemic. Everything locked down. I still had my business, so I had a good community to fall back on if I feel bad, but I knew nobody in Munich. I was all alone in my apartment. I had to be home by 9 because it was locked down. Couldn't even explore the city. My apartment wasn't really set up because most of the shops were closed, so I couldn't get furniture. So I had a bed. My TVs was staying on the floor. I couldn't get a table. So I'm missing so many stuff. Like I was feeling like I was a broke person living in a rich city. But I thought to myself, well, this is just the beginning. The next step will be crazy. Lived there for a year, moved into a nicer apartment, bigger apartment, with a nicer terrace. Like I got a rooftop terrace here with a wooden floor and stuff, you know, so I upgraded. And I still think like, this can't be it. What do I need to learn to upgrade to a nicer way? Like, how can I get better in life? And now I think, what do I need to learn to see the world, travel the world, and reach my goal to inspire 10,000 of people? And I think to myself daily, what do I need to learn? Because every day has a lesson in it. If you didn't wake up on time, well, did I drink enough water before I went to bed? Did I went to bed with an empty mind? Because you got to empty your mind before you go to bed so that you get a good rest. Or did I eat too much before I went to bed? So that, you know, you can even see a lesson out of that. And then I go on my day, have my structure in my day. And I know no matter what, whenever I look into the mirror, I say, I'm the man. And it's no joke. Every time I look into the mirror, I say to myself, I'm the man. I'm going to make it. It's already done. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a 6-figure trader and a chairman. And I say this every day, every day, every day. And you got to feel it. You got to feel that thought so that you get chills, because you can have any goal in life you want. If you don't connect your goal with an emotion, it's just a goal. But if it's connected to a thought, to a feeling, to a vibration, it's not just a goal, it's a message to the universe. And that frequency will get sent out of your body. And when you're ready, it's going to come back, and then it's reality. Because that's just how the universe works. Whenever you send energy out, and a vibration is an energy. So if you think about it, if you look at the little atoms, whenever we drew atoms in school, we kind of drew them like this. Maybe, you know, you have the middle part, and then this is the atom, and then you have the little electrons here and there, right? So this is how we thought it was in school. But if you go quantum physics, you have like here, you have the atom, and then you have like a cloud. And anywhere here, like those little dots, at any position, there can be an electron. This is out of a book as well. But this concept made me click that really your thinking and what you focus on becomes your reality. So any of those little dots, let's make them a little bit bigger, maybe. So any of those little red dots here, anyone at any position, there can be an electron. They're not bound to those rings like we thought in school. So if you focus on this spot right here long enough, you will see an electron popping up. Why do I say this now? This sounds completely random, right? But our whole body is made out of atoms. Our whole body is made out of electrons. We think this is mass, but 99% of it is energy. 99.99% is energy. So when you focus on the good things and you let your goals and your dreams and your feelings towards those goals and dreams, your body vibrates in a higher frequency. So your whole body gets in an energy, and you will see this reality happen. You don't have to do certain things and manipulate it. If you just trust on that and work every day and focus on that, center of focus, it will happen. And this is out of a book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. And he has many examples on how the quantum level works and how manifesting your life actually works. So whatever you're going to come across in the first couple of weeks in here with IM Academy, with us in the community, just remember your education and growth bring positive thoughts. And if you affirm positive things to you, you'll be joyous, happy, and you have excitement, and your body will be at ease, and creation comes. So whenever something tough comes, make sure to affirm something good and look at the positive side of things always to, grow in life. And for that, that's my part. Now the whole second part comes from somebody who's also super deep into this mindset thing. I had so many calls with him whenever I was down, and he gave me perspective on things, and he helped me grow every day. I'm older than him. That's a funny thing. People are sometimes like, oh yeah, I'm older than him. Why should I learn something from him? I can learn from any of you guys, anything about life. So he has such a strong mindset and helped so many people. So take out pen and paper again and listen to this mindset machine, leander and Enrique Borquez. What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. There was some deep shit you just told the guys here in Netherlands. I think maybe a bit too deep, because it was, when I heard it the first time, I didn't understand this thing. I'm honest with you, I didn't understand this thing. And that's why, I always start focusing at the basic. Ears are fully open. Nice. Perfectly. I always start with the basics. And the most important thing at the beginning to really get into all that mindset stuff and everything is to really realize, it took me years to realize that everything comes from here. It took me years. Why do I say it? I think you guys think, oh, I know everything comes from my mind, but to really understand it, it takes more time. It takes time and experience to really experience those situations you can create with your mind. But I don't want to be so like deep. So let's make some basic stuff. basic stuff, very important at the beginning. I think I talked to one of a few guys of you already about this thing, but the most important thing is your goal. Where are you going to? What's your goal? What's your why? Where are you standing up for? What are you doing this business for? Where you want to be in the future? What do you want to experience in the future? How should your life should be? How should your wife should be? How should your children be? What car you're driving? Where are you living? How's the weather there? Everything you want to have in your future. So I don't know if it was Neil or Niels who asked to send a vision board into the group, but I was like, what? You guys don't have a vision board? It was Niels. Let's go. So that is your first task. Make a vision board, all of you, and send it until the end of this week in the group. Make a vision board. You don't know how important that is. Even mentors who are like even they earning like 7 figures or more, they still have vision boards. They still have vision boards. Okay, so don't be too cool for a vision board or too lazy for a vision board. Create one as fast as possible. Okay, so very important. Do you all got that point? Let's see, you're a little bit tired here. Do you got that point? Just give me a 1 in the chat if you got that point, that creating a vision board is very important. That building your goals and dreams, not only in your mind, but into reality, it's a picture, and putting it on your wall, it's very important. Put a 1 in the chat when you got that point. Luciano got that point? How about the other ones? Anything not clear?
Sorry, bro, I missed it. Can you repeat it for me real quick again? I was in talk with Chris.
Yes. I said it's very important to create your vision board and to do it as fast as possible, as soon as possible, and to hang it up that you see it every single day. So
Yeah.
I just talked about the importance of that, and I said let's make a task for everyone to create a vision board. It doesn't have to be any fancy or something. Just have one. Just maybe print a picture out, put it on your wall with some how do you say it in English?
Your goals, your short-term goals.
No, I mean the glue, with some glue just on your wall. I don't know but you know what.
It's
Plakband.
Klebeband.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the
Let's use that one. Klippenband.
yeah.
Klebeband. You guys know Klebeband. How you say it in Dutch?
Plakband.
Plakband.
Maar bedoel
Ja.
je niet van met allemaal van die stickers en zo?
Ja, maakt niet uit, zolang je maar iets hebt om naar te kijken, denk ik.
Ja, daarom.
Ja, bro.
You know the point.
Easier is better. Easier is better.
Yeah.
So yeah, plakband. Just put it on with plakband on your wall, so you can see it every day. And make a photo of it and send it as a group. So let's just all send our vision boards in the group until the end of this week. So we have a deadline, because when you have a goal or when you have something in mind, you always need a deadline. As long as there's no deadline, it's only a wish. When you have, so there's some people who have wishes and people who have goals. And wishes are getting to goals when you have a deadline on it. So always when you want to do something, put a deadline on it until when you want to finish it. So at the end of the week, we see from every one of you, and maybe you guys tell all the other ones to do it as well. So everyone really has until the end of the week their vision board on their wall. Yes, because we people, we are like we're thinking in pictures. I think I don't know if I talked with you about that, but when we think about our mom, you don't think about the letter M-U-M. You think about a picture of your mom.
Yeah.
So everything we imagine we think about it in pictures. And that's why a vision board is so important, that we really paint a picture of our future, put it on our walls, and see it every day. So it's really get more into our minds, in our conscious and subconscious mind. And we really bring that into reality. So first thing is a vision board. Next thing is the goal card. Okay, a goal card is just a card with your next dreams. I always use short term, huh?
I have that one in my notes.
Perfectly. But have one always with you. I got one in my
In your back or in your wallet.
portemonnaie. In my portemonnaie, in my wallet.
Yeah, wallet.
In my wallet, and one always on my desk. So always when I'm sitting here in my office, I have over there my vision board, what you guys have seen in the picture. I have here my goal card. I have over there something else, what I visualize every day.
Crazy.
And
That's good motivation.
Yeah, that's a good.
I've got my team behind me. That's a picture of the team. And I've got a note over here, which always reminds me. It's written in German, but I think you can't read it anyways. It always reminds me to give 100%. There's the question written down: are you giving 100%? Because so many times I thought, oh, I'm doing a great job, I'm productive, but I wasn't. It's hard to stay at 100%. It's hard to reach 100%, but it's even harder to stay there. It's normally that we go a little bit less after a few days, a few weeks, a few months, and then it's very important to remind yourself always: am I giving 100%? Am I doing my best? Am I really working hard on my dreams? So in my office, I have like an environment of my future. I have an environment of the person I want to be, of the life I want to have. So that's very important. So every time when I get in this office here, I see these goals, I see over there my goals, I see my team, I ask myself, am I giving 100%? I have my goal card over here written down. There's no possibility to be lazy in here. In this room, it's not possible. Never, never, ever. I can't look at those dreams and goals and do nothing. Not possible. Okay, so create an environment at your home with your dreams and goals. I always, like I said, I have one in my wallet. Why do I have one in my wallet? Because when I'm outside, every time I pull a card out or pull money out, I see my goals and I get reminded what I want to do. So even if I'm outside, when I see this, I don't waste time. I'm like, okay, I have to move on. I have to go home. I have to whatever, because I don't want to waste any time reaching that goal. Yes. So BYOB, let's get it. It's the old logo. We have a new one.
I know the new one is already in the group.
Perfect. Perfect. So that is very important in the first place, that you have written down your goals, put down, made up a vision board, and made the goal card. So it's easy for you to make your first goal card just out of the bag from a college block. This is just from the back out of a college block. So you don't have to buy fancy cards. I think Chris has some from Bob Proctor, which are very fancy, but you don't need any fancy cards. So I was at first, I wanted always to be perfect in everything. And that was not good, because the people who try to be perfect, they will never reach anything. I don't know if you guys know the picture with the thinker and the doer. There was the thinker, and he was like sitting on the same place, and he was thinking. How can I do it better? Am I doing it right? Should I really do it? And then there were the doer. He wasn't there because he already went and he had done everything. And always be the doer. Successful people are people who don't think much. They just do. They just try out. They just try and error and try and error and try and error. Okay, so in so many points in life, from school and from university and all that stuff, we get teach to think too long for most of the stuff we're doing, but think too less for the very important stuff. But I don't want to get too deep in that stuff because that's getting more spiritual. So let's focus on the first step. You can grow a lot by just doing the stuff we give you guys. So you can grow the fastest if you just try it out. We have such a blessing here with Chris, with Justin, with IM Academy. So we have people who can show us the way. We have people who can give us a blueprint, and we just have to do it. But most people get distracted. Most people don't even start running because they think too much. Should I really? What do others think? Whatever here. Maybe should I go into the trade or not? And then you missed it, and it's going without you. So at the beginning, it's the most important thing to just do. To just do. Like Nike. Just do it. Go for it. Okay? So just go out and do it. Create yourself an environment. I was talking about that a few minutes ago. At first, in your room at home where you work, with your vision board, with your goals, everywhere. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, you see your goals. But then, what even is not more important, but also very important, is that you listen to the right people. Because I think most of you guys, you have a normal job. Some of you guys are living with your parents. Yeah. And those people are not so that successful people who you want to be. And it's hard to stay away from them. You can't stay away from parents when you live with your parents. It's hard to stay away from your workmates because you have to work. But all those people are talking negative stuff. All those people are like small-minded. And when you listen so much to those people, you get small-minded as well. That's why this environment here is very important. But what can you do to improve it? What I do every morning, I wake up and I listen to an audiobook. Every morning. Every morning. Sometimes I start the audiobook before talking to my girlfriend, who's lying next to me. So I start the audiobook and I start listening to my mentors every morning. When I'm getting ready, when I'm under the shower, I'm listening to my mentors. When I'm making my hair, I'm listening to my mentors. When I'm getting breakfast, I'm listening to my mentors. When I do something at home, washing dishes or something, I'm listening to my mentors. When I'm in my car, I'm listening to my mentors. Okay, I switched music with mentorship. It's hard at the beginning, and I couldn't imagine a life without music before. It was like not possible because I really loved music. When I just put in my earphones and was listening to music all day long, but what's happened there in your subconscious mind? What is in the lyrics of your favorite songs? Good stuff. I used to listen to a lot of rappers, and they're like, yeah, I'm fucking this guy up, I'm fucking him up, yeah, I'm cutting his throat and whatever. They're just crazy shit what rappers say. But this stuff gets in your subconscious mind, and that's why so many people are angry out there. That's why so many people are just looking. I don't know if you guys drive with normal, with buses or with trains. But I was the guy sitting at the back at the bus, and every time somebody got in, I was like looking really angry at them. And when they didn't look away, I stood up I was like, you got a problem? And why do I was like such a guy just wants I wanted trouble all the time. I wanted to get into a fight all the time. But why? Because I listened to the wrong people. I listened to the wrong people. I listened to that music all day long. So switch your music to mentorships. Okay. Do you guys have Audible? Audible? Do you know Audible?
No. No, what's that?
Audible is
Audible,
it's for
It's-
audiobooks.
yeah, it's
From
like
Amazon.
your Spotify just for audiobooks. But I'm gonna try to use Spotify. You guys got right.
Of course.
We can start with some audiobooks on Spotify and stuff.
Yeah.
But Audible is really great.
Is that a
Right,
difference
right.
Yes.
for?
You have like every audiobook which is nearly out there in this world, every book as an audiobook, and you can listen to it, but it's not like Spotify or something that you can listen unlimited. You have to pay for each book. You have to pay for each book like 10 euros, but it's definitely worth it. So I can open my Audible and listen to a lot of English books. I'm listening at the moment, like the third time, to a book called Building an Empire by Brian Caruso. I think we showed you that book last time when we showed you all the books. So I'm listening to that book at the moment. I don't know. I got some books about tradings, which I listened to. I got from Alex Morton.
I stood up and I
Alex Morton, Down to Millionaire. So all the time I'm listening to my mentors. I got so much stuff from Simon Sinek, from John C. Maxwell, even from Grant Cardone. The Master Key System is a very spiritual book, which is the real understanding of the law of attraction. Not many people know the Master Key System, but with the Master Key System, I understood the law of attraction and I was able to use it for myself. It's crazy. So I don't want to edify many books, but get Audible, get Audible, get something to download audiobooks and listen to your mentors all day long, all day long. So like your parents said, don't chill with so bad people, because if you chill a lot with those bad people who are skipping school and doing stupid stuff, you will be one of them. Okay, and why is that? Because they talk, you hear it, and you have like how you say it, you have like mirror things. I don't know how to explain it in English.
You copy it. You copy your environment. Yeah.
Yes, you have something in your brain which is mirroring it, and you don't even realize it. So maybe you guys know it when you chill with people who are like having bad language. Having bad language, saying often swear words or something. In Germany, we have words like Alter, Schwöre, Bruder, and things like that. And there are so many like bad people saying all that words. And when I chilled too long with those people, I said the same words. I talked like them. Just because I was with them. And what happens when you listen to your mentors all day long? You talk like your mentor. You act like your mentor. You think like your mentor. And that's what we want to be. So to really get into it and to really like have fun with it, it's very important to search for mentors for yourself, because the people I learn from don't have to be the people you want to learn from. So maybe I like Grant Cardone, I like Dan Pena. These guys are really strong and really hard by mentoring. They like, don't fuck around, you stupid shit. And then like really with hard language. But I like that. But there are people out there who like soft mentoring and whatever. So find your mentors. Chris and I, we will just write down some names in the group, which guys you can just look up Google them, YouTube, look on YouTube, watch some videos from them, and then look for maybe 1 or 2 at the beginning and study those people. Study those people that you really know everything about them, that you listen to them more than to your mother, more than to your brother, more than to anybody else here in this group, that you listen to them all day long. And guess what? You start acting like him, you start thinking like him, you start getting results like him. So getting a mentor is one of the most important things I've learned in the past. Because at the beginning, I didn't really have a mentor. At the beginning, I was just running around and just, didn't really knew what I would do. I was like looking here something, looking there something, looking too much in every direction. And so I didn't have the focus and couldn't really develop that fast. So that are the most important things I want to give to you guys today. So the first thing was write down your goals, create a vision board, put it in the group until Sunday, post it there, then we all see everyone got one. Create a goal card, one for your desk and one to take away. Start your goal card with, I am happy and grateful now that I am. Okay, why do we say that? Because we are now, at this moment, happy and grateful. These are the strongest vibrations we can be on, like the gratefulness and being happy. I'm happy and grateful now that I am a 6-figure trader, because I am right now. You have to talk to yourself that you are that person right now, and then you start thinking like him, start acting like him, start getting results like him. Okay, so I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. I hope you guys wrote it down. Okay, so that's very important for the goal card. And then the last thing was mentorship. Get yourself mentorship. You don't need to pay for anything else. In the future, we get more on MMX. I'm excited for that. Then you can study over there, Alex Morton, Matt Rosa, Elliot Zubix, Millie Mills. These are great mentors as well. But at the beginning, Chris and I will just write you some names in the group. Look how they talk, how they act, who do you like the most, and then start watching them, hearing them, listening to them all over again every day. Switch your music to those people, wake up with those people, go to sleep with those people, brush your teeth with those people, cook your dinner with those people, whatever. Yeah, sleep with those people, but not just here. Okay. All right, that's everything from me. I hope you made some notes. I hope you got everything, because everything I told you guys was not just knowledge. It was things you can directly go and practice it. Okay, and I got some crazy stuff for next week. I already have something in mind. What's Kimi Pailo is done. I think you guys don't know him, but Kimi Pailo is a Swedish German 10, and he's crazy, and he's doing one thing every time when people get new in his business, and that's just crazy. And I will, like I said, I will do it next week with you guys. I'm excited for that one, and I pass it over to Chris again. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. And the crazy thing is, guys, in 8 days, Leander is going to be there. Just got to sleep 8 more times. And then, you can have this conversations like in person. That will be the cool thing. And me and Leander are going to plan out as well, when Marvin is going to come, so that we might be there as well at the same time. And then it will be a movie. But yeah, I hope you guys took some knowledge out of it for today. I'm going to upload the recording probably tomorrow, because it will take some time. But thanks for tuning in. Hope you all have a great night. I'm thankful for all of you here, and I wish you all a good night, and enjoy your night. Rest up well, and remember, think positive, and then you wake up positive as well. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.